Hello, I'm Jay, owner of Volunteer Audio in Oliver Springs, Tennessee, and I'm making a video showing you how to remove the radio from a 2014 to 2023 Harley Davidson Electra Glide, Street Glide, or Ultra Limited. They all have the same fairing, it all goes the same way. So we've already removed the outer fairing. We have a previous video for that. Simple to find. Go to volunteeraudio.com, look at our step-by-step installation and removal videos for Harley Davidson audio. They're all listed there, so easy to get. Also, we sell the radios, the speakers, the amps. We have the best selection of Harley Davidson audio also at volunteeraudio.com. So again, the fairing has already been removed. We're going to start removing the radio, but let's go over the tools we're going to need to do this. We're going to need a 3/16 Allen head tool. We're also going to need a T25 Torx tool as well, and a panel removal tool just to pop some clips out on some of the wiring harnessing. So let's get started taking this radio out. All right, first thing we're going to do on this one is we're unplugging the XM antenna. It was in a weird location. It's not normally there. We're taking our T25 Torx and we're going to remove both of the Allen heads on both sides of the fairing vent. Once those are removed, we can simply grab that fairing vent and take it out of the bike. Now we're going to unpop a couple of the extra harnesses. That's for the wireless headset interface module and some other options this bike doesn't have, so we're going to get those out of our way. And now we're going to unplug each one of the connectors from the speedometer. And we're going to undo the one from the fuel gauge and the oil pressure gauge and so on. So unplug each one of these harnesses, being careful to undo the clip and not break anything as you go. We're also going to unsnap the connectors from the speaker pods just to get the wiring down and out of our way. We also, as you see here, have a navigation antenna. If you're not putting an amp in place, leave it where it is. If you're putting an amp as we are, go ahead and pop it off there as well. So now we're using our T25 to remove some Allen heads. These are actually a 5/32 Allen head, but they're not normally that tight, and your T25 Torx screwdriver can remove them. If you find that it's very tight and you're afraid you're going to strip it, get a 5/32 Allen head and take them out. But as you see, they're coming right out with our T25 Torx screwdriver. There's two on each side. It goes from this metal plate to the outer speaker pods. All right, so we got our fourth one out. Now we're going to remove the two that are at the base of the speedometer. So there's one on the right. You'll see we're going to move over and take the one out on the left as well. So we're going to get both of these out. They're a black kind of fine thread T25 Torx. We'll later remove the one at the top of the speedometer once we get the plate out. So now we're going to remove the four shiny, smaller screws. They're also T25 head that hold the plate to the factory radio. Let's take these out. Definitely retain all these screws. We're going to be reusing all of these as we go back together later in the next video, or the later video where we show you how to put the radio back in. All right, we have one more T25 holding the little storage pocket and your USB compartment to that plate. After that's undone, we can simply unplug and remove that plate. Now take the top screw, the T25 Torx screw, out of the top of the speedometer and grab the speedometer along with the little chrome bezels and set it to the side. Now we're going to unplug our USB, our FM antenna, and the satellite antenna is normally still on at this point, and our navigation antenna. Each one of these clips have a little plastic tab that you press in and it releases it. And now we're going to press the little black button in, spin this lever, and unplug our radio. Now take your 3/16 Allen head and remove all four of the screws holding the radio in place. Also save these screws, whether you're removing the radio to get to your speaker pods, which is our next video is how to change your speakers, or if you're putting a new radio in like the Soundstream Reserve HDHU.14 Plus or the HDHU.14Si, you're going to reuse these screws. So definitely don't get rid of any of the hardware. Also note there's a foam strip at the top of the radio right on the fairing. There's a factory gap there. Harley's answer was to fill it with foam. Don't think there's something wrong with your fairing. That gap should be there. So now we got a radio out. If you want to see our next video on how to remove the speaker pods, look at volunteeraudio.com. Look at our step-by-step removal videos. They're also on our YouTube channel. And just follow on to the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Definitely think of Volunteer Audio for all your Harley Davidson audio purchasing. And our number is 1-844-30-AUDIO if you need to give us a call if you have any questions. And as always, God bless.